Hi, I am House Democratic Leader Alana Rubel, and this is the Democratic Debrief. I am delighted to tell you that we just adjourned sine die a few moments ago from the floor of the House. So this is great news. The special session is over. No bills were passed. And as discussed in my last session, this is really for the best because pretty much all the bills under consideration had serious legal problems. They were going to create a nightmare for the business community in terms of forcing them into violations of the law. And I think a number of them presented serious concerns for public health. So the only things that were accomplished this session, they did adopt the Ethics Committee recommendation to censure Representative Giddings for the doxing of the assault victim. And the other thing that happened is they passed Senate Joint Memorial 105, which is basically a letter to Congress saying Idaho disapproves of the federal vaccine requirements. So it doesn't really have any legally binding effect. Ironically, the fiscal note on that memorial listed only the cost of a postage stamp to mail that memorial to Congress. However, if you factor in the cost of pulling the entire legislature back for 3 days to pass that memorial, it was really more like a $100,000 postage stamp to send that note to Congress. But here we are, and I really want to thank all of you who wrote in and who testified in committee to stop these bills from passing through the Senate. Your engagement worked. And it helped protect Idaho from some legislation that was not very well thought through and that was being rushed without really adequate time for the public to review and weigh in. So good job, citizens, and I look forward to seeing you all in January. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, I'm Senator Michelle Stennett, and I am the Democratic leader in the Senate. And good evening. We are finally adjourned sine die from this extended session, which put us at day 311 of a legislative session. As you may remember, the House only recessed and the Senate adjourned, and there was confusion about whether we needed to come back or could come back. And so gratefully, it could have been shorter in our opinion, but it did finally adjourn today for the year, which means we go back in January for the 2022 legislative session. This is something that you will need to be aware that next year on the ballot, you will be presented a constitutional amendment that allows for the legislature to bring itself back in on special session for an undetermined amount of topics. Given that we've almost spent a year not getting a whole lot accomplished, it gives you a preview of maybe it might not be a wise idea for the legislature to be able to call itself back in. Also, we wanted to mention that even though we were against the possibility of against bringing us back, because if there's the possibility that it wouldn't be null and void, because this is unprecedented that we came back and the Senate had already adjourned. The good thing that happened during this time that I felt was very productive is we allowed a lot of public testimony on very difficult topics as it pertains to people's mandate issues, vaccinations, religious beliefs, whether they were able to stay with their employers, many of the things that you've heard about in the news recently. We allowed a lot of public testimony. It was a large learning curve for both us and for the public. There are a lot of policies and statutes in state that do protect the public for religious freedom already, and health freedoms also. And so we realized that we need to do a better job of dispensing that information, which we plan to put together and let the public know about what their rights and laws are to protect themselves. But also as we go forward into January, what we need to learn from you when we have a thoughtful, robust discussion again about these issues and allow for more time to do good, solid policy making in January, we heard you and we can put those into whatever we do when we come back to our regular session in 2022. So thank you for your participation and your patience, and we'll hopefully talk to you again in January. Happy holidays.